Hear me. Good. So if you all avert your attention, draw your attention. What's the word I'm looking for? Look at that. Look at that thing. That's a NinjaWorks timer. That's what's going to govern all of the runs here. Coach Casey has the remote. He will be in charge of your count-in, which is a standard 3, 2, 1, or a boop, 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 beep. You hear those tones as you go in. When you begin, you'll stand on the green start block at the start of the course. Coach Casey will ask you something to the effect of, do you understand the course? Do you have any questions? Once you answer in the affirmative that you are ready to go, then he will buzz you in. While we're walking through the course, please just do me a favor. Like I said, keep your hands off the obstacles. I won't have to disqualify anybody for that, but you will have to walk across mats and things like that. Pay attention to where some of the landing platforms are. I will draw your attention to those at that time and make sure you guys know where you're going. That's a part of running Ninja in a gym setting, is we kind of have to move things around a little bit, so just make sure you know where you're going. I think that's it as far as logistics go. Let's get into the course. Obstacle number 1 is called entry point. You guys will begin here on this green mat. You have 3 shrinking steps to deal with. This one is on a spring. This one is on a compressor or a hydraulic, I don't know what's actuator. Actuator, that's what it's called. You're going to come off that step, use this rope to get to the mega juicer, which is obstacle number 2. The plane for completion of obstacle 1 is here, the front part of this barrel. The National Ninja League rules for completing obstacles requires that you disengage from the obstacle. You cross the plane, and you do not fall back into the previous obstacle. So if you let go of this rope, and you move forward onto the mega juicer, that's when we'll call this a complete. If you fall back into the pit here, or if you neglect to let go of the rope as you're careening on, then we will not give you credit for it. We won't give you credit for the first obstacle until you let go of the rope. You have to complete the 3-part process, okay? Any questions about that? Yes. I'll get to that in a second, Nico. This is obstacle 2. Any questions about obstacle 1? Obstacle 2, the mega juicer. It's a hands and feet obstacle. Okay. You may use hands and feet across the mega juicer. You just may not use the wood on the side, the structure, and you may not use the metal couplings. I don't know why you would. But other than that, hands and feet. To get up and over the top, don't fall in the pit, don't get juiced. Your finished platform for this one is up top here on the blue. The plane for completion of this obstacle is this last barrel here, okay? This is your finished platform. Any questions about mega juicer? Cool. Now, obstacle 3, Young Ragnar. The start-finish platform is here, but this part of the obstacle is also in play, okay? So the out portion of this obstacle is the pit down here. Don't fall in the pit, but you may use this diagonal portion of the box in order to facilitate you getting up onto the obstacle, which starts with this cannonball here, and then consists of 3 poles. This one in the middle is wrapped. It has like a hockey tape on it. It's a little bit stickier, so if your hands are sweaty, if you can get to that one, it can probably help you a little bit. The last one has no tape. Your dismount platform for this one is here, okay? We're coming this way. That one over there is for a later obstacle. Don't worry about that one. You're coming down this way. Your swing will kind of kick you in that direction anyway, okay? Any questions about Young Ragnar? Not even about where I got the name. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why I get creative. Yeah? Yes. God, thought about trying to, but rules is not the time to act in subterfuge. Okay, same as yesterday. Good. Moving on. Conveyor belt is obstacle number 4, right here. You're going to start on the green platform. You're going to make your way down across these 5 spinning barrels. Yes, they spin. They don't spin on bearings or anything. They're just kind of on a pipe, so there is some resistance there, but they can be a little bit tricky. So your finished platform for this obstacle is the barrel. The plane is here. Don't fall back into the blue mat, and you may not touch the floor. Floor is lava on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the finished platform here. Any questions about conveyor belt? Cool. Moving on. Now, hard left, okay, off of this obstacle. You're making a hard left across the gym. Please watch out for the spinning disc on the floor, okay? I know you guys are going to be going fast. There's 2 trip points here. 1, this spins. 2, if you try to hard plant off of that mat, you might do a split, okay? So just watch your feet coming across. Don't say I didn't warn you. Hard left across here. Don't hit that buzzer on the way by. You haven't earned it yet. We're heading up here to the PPUs, okay? Lachey Lane, you are going to Lachey down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 PPUs, and ultimately land yourself on this mat here. Plane of this one is the top. You must disengage from the obstacle there. This bar up here is off. We're only using the PPUs on this obstacle. They spin, they wiggle, they move. They're generally just an annoyance to deal with. So good luck. Any questions on Lachey Lane? Awesome. DJ's going old school on this one during the rules walkthrough. DJ James on the 1s and 2s. All right. Next up, jumping spider. Trampoline into the chute. To give you a distance reference, this is not the start platform. This is just here to kind of hold this mat in place and give you a little bit of a softer landing should you decide to throw straight over the landing platform. You do not need to start here. This has nothing to do with this obstacle. You can come down to the floor. Start platform for the jumping spider is the actual trampoline. The distance from the front of the trampoline to the finish platform is over 10 feet. So if you have designs on just going full send off the trampoline, keep in mind that the finish platform is a little unstable. There's concrete and very thin layer of rubber on the far side of it. So it's a big gamble if you're going to try to take it. You're probably better off actually doing the obstacle. Tops of the jumping spider are off. You may only use the sides and don't fall into the mat underneath. Any questions about jumping spider? Cool. Moving on. All right. Now, here's where we get to ask. This is the only time that I'm going to ask the athletes a legitimate question. I want you to be honest. 100% honest. How many of you guys, 80% of the time, can hit a 14-foot warp wall from this spot right here? All right, we're doing the 12-foot. So, I mean, listen, I don't want to see people just go down because they don't have a 12-foot off a short run-up. That's not the obstacle to really, that's one you can work on over. Okay, you guys are doing the 12-foot warp wall today, okay? We need to see fingers over the top of the black, okay? You don't need to show control. That's not a thing. What we need to see is fingers over the black. Coach Casey's going to be standing down here looking to get your completion on this obstacle. What he needs to see is black missing because your fingers are there. That's it, okay? Makes sense? I can't require 2 hands, so just one. No, that's all I need to see one. But here's an, yep, go ahead. Nope. See how there's lines in between them? So they're small lines, but yes, only 12-foot warp wall. Can't run on the 14. It's a good question. People asked that yesterday. The other thing is, once you've completed this obstacle and you've touched, I cannot determine your path to the next obstacle. So then, if you want to use either of the other two in order to get there, you absolutely can. But on the first one, you can only start from here. Now, this is important. You're going to start the warp wall from here. Because this is part of a subsequent obstacle. You cannot step on the mats back here and get a bigger run-up, okay? Starting right here. Now, if you're right up against it like that, fine. I don't have a problem with that. If you're back here, Coach Casey's probably going to be like, fix your foot. Okay? If you do it again, he's going to go, I already warned you, and you're out, okay? So right up against it is fine. It's a 12-foot warp wall. I think you guys can manage that pretty well. Okay? Good. Moving on to the next one, the cliffhanger. Ah, crap, we forgot to take one of the holds off. Oh, you guys lucked out on this one. It was early morning, and this is still set up from preteens, and I was going to make this a heck of a lot harder for you guys, but too bad. Cliffhanger is, you can use any and all of the holds that are up on the cliffhanger here. You're going to start on this platform. This is your start platform. Make your way down. Incidental contact with the wall is fine, but don't use it to your advantage. You'll get a warning, and then if you continue to hang and use that, we'll probably call you out on that. The structure is off. You're just using the holds. When you get to here, if you need to push off the wall in order to protect yourself to get to the landing platform, that's fine. The plane of completion is here, but this is also a start-finish platform. So if you complete by crossing the plane here, but you fall down into the pit back here, you've completed the cliffhanger, you've failed the next obstacle. Weird that that makes sense, but okay. All right. From here, any questions about the cliffhanger? Good. Here we're going into gorges. We're going to traverse across the gym. or across the warp wall room. You may use this rope to climb up. You may use your feet on the wall to assist you there to get up to the semi-horizontal rope that is draped across the top. It will pull down a little bit as you get on it. I would suggest feet, but some of you guys want to use just hands. That's up to you. All the way across to here. You're going to swing from this rope over to this platform here. These are in play just to help you. This is actually the structure you can use, so as long as you don't fall down into the mat, that's fine. Your landing platform for this one is there, green platform. So once you get here, you have not completed the obstacle. Completion happens on the green platform. Okay? Any questions about gorges? Absolutely. Hands and feet on all of this. Any other questions? Cool. From here, you've got a long run across the gym. We're going to get your heart pumping, going to get your cardio going before we throw some really difficult upper body precision at you. Now, all the way down, avoiding the rope there, avoiding the box, whatever. This stuff's kind of going to be in your way, but just make your way through it. To here. This is your start platform for hall brawl, okay? You can either mount it from the front or the back. Either one is fine. You're going to reach out from the side here and grab, presumably, the cliffhanger. We had someone yesterday try to grab the vertical sides of it. It didn't work out real well, okay? I'm not going to turn those off. You can grab them. There's no pinch points, but it's not the best idea. Cliffhanger, this one is magnetized up here. You're going to see a rather large middle-aged man up there in the rafters as our course resetter. He's around here somewhere. There he is. Don't worry about him. He's out of the way. He's just there to reset it. And you're going to make your way through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hall brawlers, built and installed by Stage 4 Design, stage4designs.com. And then you're going to dismount here, okay? Dismount platform for hall brawl is offset down to the side. Any questions about hall brawl? This is a start-finish platform, which means if you cross the plane here, the plane on this one's going to be here and here. If you fall back, that's a fail. If you fall forward off of it, that would be a fail as well. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's pretty close. Once you get up on top, you can reach out for it. Okay? I mean, these guys are all tall enough. We had Taya do it yesterday, and she's like, Okay, cool. Next up, from this box, you're going up to surf and turf, okay? This rope is here for your benefit, but it is not necessary to use it. Some of you taller guys and gals, if you want to just jump straight to that surfboard, you may, okay? Or you may use the rope to get you up there. The surfboards will be set up in this position here. You're going to use the first one that doesn't spin hardly at all. Get to the second one that spins a little bit. The third one spins a lot, okay? From the third one, you're going to lâcher to the wing nut, okay? Touch the wing nut, you've completed surf, okay? So that'd be a completion. If you just touch it, that'd be a completion of surf, but you would fail turf. If you grab the wing nut, now you're going to make your way back down this line here. This is turf. You're going to go wing nut, blue wing nut, to the turf box right in the middle of you guys, all right here. Here's your plane for the turf box. Don't fall back on that. This is also a start-finish platform, so don't fall forward or to the side. Must stick the landing. Okay? Any questions about surf and turf? Awesome. Next up, all the way home on Rainbow Road. Okay, this is your final obstacle. We have one gap set up in the Rainbow Road. The rest of these are bungees of varying degrees of bungee. Some of them give a little bit more than others, okay? Basically, this is a wrestling match with a bar until the end. You can throw, you can do whatever all the way down. Just mind the gap right here at the beginning. We will take some out throughout the day, but for now, everything looks like it's set and good. Okay, cool. You're gonna take this all the way down. I don't care where the bar finishes, because chances are if you're gassed out and that bar goes flying up in the air, that's fine. Just watch out for it. There's really no way to tether it in. It's capped on both sides for safety. There's no hard edges on it, but it weighs a little bit. So just, watch out for it. Watch your head. Once you get to here, your landing platform is the green platform down here and the buzzer behind it. You must depress the buzzer such that it causes the timer to stop. Okay? Yes. Resetting on this one? Yeah. You can go back to the start platform. That's fine. It's going to slow you down, man. It's like this course, you guys, I know you're fast. You guys are going to have to be cooking to get through this for sure. Any other questions? Cool. I'm going to give you a little bit of time in the warm-up room to get warmed up. Paul's up first, so good luck. David Bermudez. David Bermudez going once, going twice. David Bermudez hopefully shows up before his run. Okay, you guys are free to mess around on anything in the action room, and we will call competitors to the start line in just a few minutes.
Which one do you think's gonna win? Which one?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this thing started. We're going to get our first competitor to the start line, get our judges set, get our camera operators to their live stream homes. DJ queued up. It's a choreographed dance around here at Action when we're trying to get everything set for our comp. Yeah. Live stream is up, and we are just awaiting our first competitor to the start line. And there goes our camera operator. All right, here we go. Well, it's never easy running first, but when you're in your home gym, it can take a little bit of the edge off. All right, Paul's stepping to the start line. Last minute questions from Casey, and off we go. And we have A&W Junior Season 2 competitor Paul Woods on the course right now, making short work of young Ragnar as he heads into obstacle 4. Straight across the conveyor belt. Likes to bypass the first PPU and make his way out onto the next few. Even an obstacle like that can slow down a fast ninja like Paul. He heads into the jumping spider. Very solid, sticks the landing. Now on into the warped wall room where he's going to tackle with the 12-foot. And the cliffhanger. A couple of moves there. To the start platform. Now, an obstacle Paul's never seen before, at least in this gym for sure. But good technique. He was here yesterday watching a lot of competitors go, watching his brother go, trying to get as much beta as he could without touching anything. He was coaching yesterday, coached quite a few people. All right. Hustling with his friend and competitor, Evan Lavallee, who we'll see run a little bit later. Getting that chalk on for Hall Brawl. Does a circus balancing act on the start platform. And now lines up the send. Statics. There he goes. Fingers look very solid on the Hall Brawl. Paul's got excellent endurance in his hands. Later this year, plans to go for the world record for pull-ups in 24 hours. He's getting very close to being able to send that record. About a minute left on the clock here as he heads down in the home stretch of the course. This grueling grip gauntlet of laches, crimps, wing nuts, bars, forearms feeling a little fatigued here, but Paul very methodical the way he goes about things. 45 seconds left on the clock now. Doesn't like the look on the first wing nut pass. There he gets the second grab. Here we go. Oh, slips the last wing nut. Fingers just couldn't get it. He's got 27 seconds or so. Wants to take a run at this Rainbow Road. Let's see if this was going to be, if he had enough left in the tank for it. Looks like it. He's taking a good hop approach to it, not really trying to slide too much. Now he gets into a little bit of a slide. There he goes. Those repeated hops. There he goes. Now trying to set it up short of the last black bungee. Very nicely done as he collapses on the buzzer. An excellent run for Paul, but just came up a little short on the wing nut there. Oh, there's a hop up here to get this back on. Ugh. Go. Okay, wing nut reset. We've got Hall Brawl reset. Surfboard, Casey. Surfboard as well. Nope. Oh, yeah, the last one needs to be horizontal. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Well, for the time being, young Paul Woods sits in first place atop the teen division after one runner. It's a pretty good run. Should stand up for a good long while here, but this is a stacked field of some really good ninjas. Next up, Cody Benaway coming from Ninja Mania, making the trip up from Connecticut today. Thanks, Cody, for visiting us up here. He's competed 3 seasons in the NNL. There he goes, lining up his hips for this kind of awkward dismount off of young Ragnar. It's not as intuitive as one might think, but there he goes. Now Cody's got his hips lined up. That's it. Wanted to make sure he got that one dialed in. Now straight across the conveyor belt, those long legs making that look easy. Cody's favorite obstacle is the double dipper. Nice, big, dynamic throw obstacle. It takes good upper body and total body coordination. 12-foot warp wall, no problem for Cody. Using those long arms to eat up that cliffhanger very quickly. Now, his big body up here on the rope is going to be an interesting thing. He's one of our tallest competitors we've seen yet tackle this obstacle. Keeps his legs organized. I think he's wearing pie pants. Probably helps. Gets a little friction going there. Over the top. All right, now the long run across the gym over to Hall Brawl. Gets a little chalk here. Coming up on the home stretch now. Trying to get some blood flow back into those arms, fingers. Cody's going to practically be all the way up in the ceiling on this guy. Here we go. Very nice. Short throws, the first one. His long arms should be no problem for this static grip here. Excellent. Now this is the last little tricky bit here, the dismount. Got to get those hips going sideways while the Hall Brawler, fingers just didn't have it. So tough that he could tell his fingers were starting to feel it, but the Hall Brawler was swinging side to side and he needed to get his hips going 90 degrees. There you go. Now Cody trying to close this gap here. Oh, fingers are gassed. He's got about 18 seconds left. See if he wants to make a run at Rainbow Road. Probably gonna have to keep his legs up as those things dip down. Yeah. Whew. And there go the arms. Go hit that buzzer, Cody. Good job, man. Way to pump it out. The blood flow will go back in your fingers eventually, I promise. All right, next up, young Kevin Rodriguez. Prefers the sound of silence on his course runs. Let's see if Kevin can line that up. Yeah, nice little one-arm hang off of the young Ragnar there. Kevin representing Vitality Obstacle Fitness in Fall River, Mass. And loves linking, which you can see him do right there on the PPUs. Very nicely done. Sticks that big body between the jumping spider, comes around the corner. Slightly ahead of Paul Woods' time to this point, about 5 seconds ahead. There he goes. Keeps that lead. As long as he keeps his body moving. Should be in a good position here. Just hanging with the one leg out. Interesting technique. We'll call that the hanging spider technique. Very nicely done. All right, gets a little chalk from previous competitor Paul on his way to the Hall Brawl. No hesitation here. He steps right into it, lines up his swing. Oh, but just misses the grip. Doesn't even miss a beat, though. He's heading right over into the surfboards. Let's make sure he gets hands on all these guys. Still a minute and a half left. Kevin really was moving well. Just needed to put it all together. There he goes. Sticks the reverse grab to the wing nut. Really an awkward grab there with the shelf and then the handles on the other side. Oh, slips the wing nut as well. Fingers are looking a little tired at this point. That's to be expected. This is a grueling upper body series. Let's see if Kevin can finish off on Rainbow Road. Oh, hit the buzzer, Kevin. That was a valiant effort. Well done. All right. Next up, wing nuts are stopped. Course is reset for young Lucas Walker-Ray. Coming to us from Ultimate Obstacles. Oh, he got juiced. No. That juicer. You know what? You're in good company with another man named Lucas. Lucas Reale, famously in a NINA Tier 4 final, got juiced as well. We might see him compete here a little later. Oh no, he couldn't quite get the line up there. Stick with it, Lucas. That's it. Excellent recovery across the conveyor belt there. Hopefully that helps him get back in the zone here to get some completions. Woo, came in hot on those PPUs, really throwing it fast down that line. Sticks the jumping spider. There you go. Lines up the 12-foot warp wall. Yep, there we go. Not quite as steep as the walls at Ultimate that a lot of these athletes will be seeing in a couple weeks for the New England Regional Championship, or call it Regional Qualifier for Worlds. Much like a lot of the other competitors here, Lucas is already qualified. So call this a little tune-up ahead of the regional competition. This is only his second season competing in the NNL, but he's already made a name for himself. I remember seeing his name on a few leaderboards here from various comps. Not hard to see why. Moves well, big, strong guy. Loves to play baseball and when he's not doing ninja. There we go. Gets himself over top. Now trotting down the gym towards Hall Brawl. This is where the endurance kicks in. The cardio, all that hard work these ninjas been putting in the gym all year. Sets his hips and fingers just peel off on that one. Over to the surfboards. 30 seconds left on the clock. Breathing hard now. Trying to find the willpower to get through this obstacle. And you can jump for it. You're tall enough for that. Yeah, no problem. Now, the first surfboard doesn't spin hardly at all. Second one, a little movement. Third one, that's the spin cycle. There he goes. Keeps his hips in front of him. Can he get the touch on the wing nut? One more backswing, fingers peeling, and just smacks it on the way by. Good job there, Lucas. All right. Next up, our first competitor in the ladies division today, Allison, as we see our run order pop up there on the live stream. Allison to the start line with arms crossed a la Mike Ravert style. right, Allison making short work of the entry point and Mega Juicer. See if she can keep her hips going in the right direction here on young Ragnar. It's a little bit of just a swing. If you get off it quickly. Now let's see if it comes back to her. A little bit off. She's going to have to make some adjustments here. Should come around to her on the next swing. It's getting close, but not quite. It can really jam you up there if you get off to a off-kilter swing there. It can really screw you up. But that gives us an opportunity here to talk a little bit about Allison and what she does when she's not doing ninja. Well, she loves track and field, cross country. Some of her favorite obstacles are lache lines and warp wall, which is great because that one's coming up next. There she goes. Simple on the warp wall. All right, let's see what Allison has for this Gorges Traverse. Anyone who's spent any time in upstate New York, probably familiar with the phrase Ithaca is gorgeous. That's kind of where we got the name for this one. Many years spent down there. Whew, that cotton rope, soft on the hands, but hard on the forearms. All right, Allison, hall brawl awaits. Let's see what she's got for this particular obstacle. It takes a little bit of crimp strength in those fingers. It's pretty simple lache once you think about it, but it can be very intimidating. Now, up to the surfboards. Allison's going to touch them all here today. There she goes, gets her feet on the rope and reaches out for it. That's it. Oh, she's going to static that, using those long. Oh, but the fingers are just gone. Head on over to Rainbow Road, Allison. Bring this thing home. There you go. Whoa, the big sign just tosses the bar out in front. I think that was the safest bar dismount we've seen. Good job, good job. Whew. Good run, Allison. There was a lot to handle on that course. All right, next up, another young man who loves the silence, Michael Kerwin. There we go, right over that Mega Juicer. There we go, Michael's up on young Ragnar right now. Ooh, good elevation strength. He's able to change levels there to get to the next one. Static it. Very nicely done. Now grip strength hanging in there for him as he tries to make this move. He's got a good swing going. That should take him right there. Very nice. Oh, a little off to the side. Darn it. Now straight across the conveyor belts. Good job. All right, around the corner. Into the PPUs. Very nicely done on that first lache. He's just got to do it 4 more times. There's 1. That's it. Gets those hips going. 2. Just slips the hands on that next one. You can kind of see the grip strength starting to go. Well, when he's not doing ninja, Michael enjoys video games. His favorite obstacle is the salmon ladder. His 4th season competing in the NNL. And let's see what Michael's got for Gorges. cotton rope, about 1.5 inches thick. It's got a lot of give to it. Basically, and you end up wrestling with it. That's it. Really gives you an appreciation for the old ice climbers and before all the modern climbing technology that we kind of take for granted. It was just a man and a rope and a pickaxe out in the wilderness. Oop, there he goes. Keep breathing, Michael. You got enough left in you for this hall brawl. There he goes. Gets the grip on the cliffhangers. Couldn't quite get the throw all the way out. 10 seconds left here as he eyes up the surfboards. Big jump off of the rope. And that's going to do it for Michael. Good job. All right. Next up, Nico Lapolla. Representing Ultimate Obstacles. Nico's been a staple of the Ultimate team for a number of years now. Just a great kid with a passion for ninja who's really grown into a fine young teenager. He's a speed demon, but let's see if he can line this up. He's very meticulous with the way he goes about ninja. There he goes. Teammate Evan Lavallee on the chalk bag. Runner gets the advantage on the conveyor belt. Goes into the jumping spider, now into the warp wall. 5th season competing in the NNL for Nico, so he's got a lot of experience. And clears the cliffhanger. Now let's see, goes right into and takes the drop on the gorges. Still doing pretty good on time. Flopping those legs back and forth. Reaches out. Nice job onto the platform and over the top. Now here he comes. Gets a little chalk from teammate Evan. I think the job of running chalk bag holder is just as hard as the job of the guy on the course. Let's go, Nico. Plenty of grip strength left for this guy. There you go. Those hands look solid. Reaches out for the static. Good. One more. And the sideways dismount. Lining up his hips. Very smart. Whoop. But then the hall brawl has other ideas. Whew. Takes the drop. Good job. All right. 55 seconds left as Nico eyes up. So he's a little bit behind, I believe, Paul Woods' time to this point. But if he can clear the wing nuts, that would move him up the leaderboard. Fingers look like they got a little bit left in the reserve tank. Let's see if he can get the, he just touched it. And that was it. He knew his fingers were about to gas out. They're like, you got one more obstacle, man. Go do it. We don't care if you're tired. We want to see some Rainbow Road. Big hop and then hits the cross up. Whoo! Go hit the buzzer, Nico. And finishes his time. Whew. Yeah. Dude, that looked like that was about all you had left when you got to that wing nut. So good job. Good job. All right. Exactly. You know he's there, but you don't know he's there. Next up, Chris Mulnar moving quickly through the first 2 obstacles. Now he's getting his hips lined up. Short throw off of there. No problem. Avoids the pretty lady on the course. Comes around the corner. There he goes. Nice high throws off of Chris. Keeps that rhythm going. Very important as you're moving through that Lachey line. If you can get into a rhythm, even though those are different widths. That's good. Gets the warp wall. Safely comes back down. Now heading across on the cliffhanger. Elton John, great run choice. Great run song choice. Love it. You got it. Chris making short work of the Gorges obstacle. Very nice. Using his long body to his advantage there, covering a lot of ground. Now makes the long run. Breathing heavy as he comes into Hall Brawl. Gets a little chalk, a couple of deep breaths. Minute 25 on the clock left, so plenty of time to finish this course as he's got 4 obstacles between him and the finish. Very nicely done. Uses those long arms to close the gap on the static reach. I want to do that again here. Oh, little slip. That's the tough part about that grab, but he can get it. He's got finger strength for it. That's it. Got to dig deep on this one. Got it, Chris. Oh, he's eyeing up that dismount from here. Ooh, good decision. Good decision. His fingers were starting to look a little dicey on that last hull brawler, so he made the decision to bypass the 5th. Excellent, and now into the last surfboard. Still looks like he's got pretty good grip strength in those fingers. Wow, a very precise turn of the hips. But when you start going too big with it, wow. Showing great grip strength on that one. Now, can he get through these wing nuts? With 15 seconds left, just touches the last one and goes, that is it, man. You can try Rainbow Road if you want, Chris. You got about 5 seconds. All right. I think that was about all that Chris had. Good run. That's what you like to see. You feel good about a run like that where you gave it everything you had and you can go home. All right. This is going to be our last call for David Bermudez. If David Bermudez has not checked in, last call, buddy. Look at that replay action right there. Nice. Oh, we didn't even get to see the fail. We got Rowan up on the course. No time for love, Dr. Jones. I do it all the time. He's standing right there. All right, Rowan's eyeing up young Ragnar, the Dane. It's funny how some of these obstacles names become so contrived because we just spend so much time thinking about them. This is the little brother of Ragnarok, which was featured here, I think 2 seasons of NNL. One of our favorite obstacles, one of ours, maybe not our competitors' favorites. That and the Astro Glider, which has since been retired. Maybe someday we'll do a... Oh, Rowan couldn't quite get the grab on that young Ragnar. There he goes. Makes short work of the conveyor belt, though. Heads around the corner. Maybe someday we'll do like a greatest hits NNL of all our favorite Action Athletics Stage 4 obstacles. I'm sure the competitors would absolutely hate that. Are you kidding me? You're going to bring back the Astro Glider? Yes, indeed we will. All right, Rowan gets up on that warp wall. Heads over to the cliffhanger. Good time to tell you a little bit about Rowan's second season competing in the NNL. Loves the flying squirrel. It's his favorite obstacle. We thought about putting that one in this course, Rowan, and then kind of decided against it. Said, we could probably do without it. We've done it plenty of times. He loves karate, surfing, hiking, and drama. Another theater kid. He's a fellow thespian myself, happy to say. Love to see young people involved in theater. And he's passionate about his ninja team. Well, that's great, Rowan. The TA Fitness Ninja Team in Weymouth. I think judging by the blue shirt, I think that means that's a Weymouth location. The purple ones are TA Fitness Plymouth, which is soon to be joining the ranks of the New England Ninja Association. Lucas has been running some great comps down there all year. I think they got another one coming up here next weekend. Unless you don't want to do it, Rowan. You can bypass it if you want. Rowan was about to head straight for the surfboards. Coach Casey, the course judge, said, "Nah, man, get yourself into a hall brawl. Have a little fun with it." There we go. Finger strength looks strong. Tap it on the way by. Almost. Clock winding down as we head into the surfboards. And that'll do it for Rowan's time. All right. Next up, Mia Sweeney, step into the course. Mia loves running, playing guitar, and singing. Another member of the TA Fitness Ninja team. There she goes. We've seen Mia at a couple of New England Ninja Association events this year, and there she goes, showing great, wow, brachiation. Just one arm in that second Ragnar, sets up her swing, and smart, good activation to get off that one. Straight across the conveyor belt, good job, Mia. All right, and off she goes, 2:20 left on the clock as she eyes up the PPUs, a little wipe of the hands there. Big jump. All right, now she wraps it up. Just got to do that a couple more times. Same thing off of a throw. Nice job. I've always wondered about the TA jerseys. If the kids, as Mia just slips that last one, do they get to pick their own numbers, or are they just assigned numbers? Someday I'll have to ask Dave. Not sure how that came about. Eyeing up this 12-foot warp wall. There she goes. Gets the grab at the top. Mia just casually going about her business here on the back half of the course as she heads through the warp wall room. Across the cliffhanger. There we go. Now she gets right up on top of the platform there and heads down the gorges. Back in my college days, spent many a summer day down in the gorges of Ithaca. It's absolutely beautiful in the summertime. If you guys are looking for a great summertime road trip with the family, head on up to Ithaca. All the college kids are gone. All the state parks in upstate New York are all still wide open. The landscape is absolutely beautiful, and it's cheap. There's so much to do up there. So skip the beach vacation. Head for the gorges. Nice little bed and breakfasts up that way. Just a great vacation. Highly recommended. I am not on the tourism board for upstate New York, but I probably should be. All right, now as Mia heads on to Hall Brawl, fingers look like they got a lot of strength left in them. Ooh, tries a one throw and sticks the landing. Over into the surfboards with about 10 seconds left on the clock here. She can get up on it, throw a move up here. There we go. Woo. I'm going to have to get up there and take a look at that. We're going to take a pause here for a second. All right, who in here wants to start a riot? We got Zach Keenan on the course next. Zach, one of the speediest ninjas out there. He's so smooth, we call him Bones. Off he goes. Very nicely done, around the back. just slightly ahead of teammate Paul Woods' time at this point. Trying to link him. His dad, Tim, doing the chalk bag and coaching today. There you go, Zach. Way to stick that jumping spider. 12-foot wall. There he goes. 44 seconds to that warp wall. Elects to drop down to the 8-foot and make it across. Let's see if that saved a couple seconds. There we go. All right, now into the gorges. There we go. Scraping the backs of those shins on that rope as he makes his way across. Climbs back up the hill. There you go. Never a wasted movement with Zach. He's incredibly smooth. Minute 40 to go as he gets a puff of chalk. Heading over into Hall Brawl. Quick check of the hair as he eyes up. There he goes, gets the first grab. Zach definitely tall enough to get across for the static. Next static, good adjustment, great save there, grabs it. Yes, big throw too. He elects to just completely skip the last Hall Brawler. You may remember Zach from season 1 of A&W Junior. Here he goes. On to the surfboards. He's been a member of the Action Ninja team for quite some time. Kid definitely has all the skills to get this done. Nice. Here we go. He's got to complete these wing nuts. If he can get the wing nuts done. 28 seconds to go. The grip on that wing nut. I swear to God, folks, we did not grease that second wing nut prior to today's comp. It just seems to be where everybody's gassing out. But I believe I caught on the leaderboard there. That enough to get Zach up to second place. Whew, and just misses. Hits the staff. Great run, Bones. Love it. All right. Next up. Great. Yep. All right, now we're good. All right, next up, another member of the Action Ninja team, Ivan Liptuck, spends his winters up in New Hampshire ski racing. He's fast on snow. Let's see if he's fast on the course today. Took a little bit of time off from competing regular season this year because he was focusing on skiing, but Ivan's got this sort of naturally inherent skill set that makes him really good at ninja. Great body awareness that he just showed off right there. That quick air adjustment was fantastic. His balance. Oh man. I was about to say how good his balance was. He just got caught up a little bit there on that last conveyor belt. But it happened to the best of them yesterday. I'm sure we're going to see it happen in later divisions today. You can't sleep on that conveyor belt. It'll jump up and bite you. But outside of that, Ivan's going to show off why he's such an accomplished ninja. He's been an important part of our ninja team for many, many years now. Plenty of hardware in his own right. He's a, I want to say 3-time NNL Worlds qualifier. He'll probably end up qualifying here today, given that most of our field, I think, has already qualified. So he's kind of your dark horse guy. Does things outside of ninja that he really enjoys, but then can just show up on any given day and potentially win a comp. So right at home on that rope. Certainly not a problem for Ivan. He's been hanging out like that since he was a little kid. There we go. Over top of the wall there. Gets a little chalk from teammate Paul. All right. Here we go, Ivan. Let's get that throw. Just touched it. Hands are gassed. He's shaking his head like, really, man? There's more? Come on. Ivan's hands looking a little tough. This Rainbow Road should feel a little bit better. It's a little bit more like a ski pole. It's round, but you got to wrestle with it a bit. We know he's got endurance for days, but just misses the grab. Go hit the buzzer, Ivan. Throw the bar down. It's all right, buddy. We're glad to have you back. It's been too long since we've watched Ivan get out and compete. All right. Next up, Carson Dean. Carson Dean coming to the course. All right. Carson Dean, another A&W junior veteran, we should say. Competed season 2, the death-defying ninja. I believe he still trains down at Laid Back Fitness in Rhode Island. Another New England Ninja Association gym member. Let's see if we can line this one up here. Whoop. Thinks twice about the dismount. He got himself into a little bit of trouble here, but I think he can figure it out. He's got good body awareness. There he goes. Come on. Almost there. That's it. There it is. Way to figure it out. Good job, Carson. All right. Now straight across the tops here of the conveyor belt. Manages to get that one under his belt too. All right. He's just going to try to rack up as many completions as he can. There it is. Reaching out for it. Gets the link. Good job. Carson's super strong. He's looking really strong on the course right now as we're being blessed by the angels. Looking strong on the cliffhanger as well. Just keeps racking them up. He's still active on the course. Arms are looking a little heavy at this point now, but he's trying to get some air into those lungs and get some blood into the arms. Trying to channel the will of the superheroes to get him to keep going. He's got little cheerleaders in the back. There you go. Drops him out of the sky. Keeps those long legs up. Oh, he ran out of momentum on the end of the gorges there. That's a fail we haven't seen too often this weekend, but I had expected it a lot more when I put that obstacle up. I thought many more people would go down there. Woo, Static's the first one. Oh, and then tried to one-arm the hall brawl. Now you're just getting cocky, bro. 30 seconds left as he heads up onto the surfboards. And fingers are just giving up on him at this point. 20 seconds. You can do Rainbow Road if you want. He's just gonna... That's fine. Casey, you can hit the... Let's check. All right, our next obstacle, obstacle. Yeah, it's an obstacle to say athlete. Zachary Stein is out on the course, making his way out. That's it, lines him up. Whoop, a little too far on that one. If he keeps his eyes on the dismount, it'll come to him. There he goes, drops it in. Whew, he's going big on that one. Makes his way across the conveyor belt with ease. Very nicely done. And into the PPUs. Zachary's got excellent hip action. When he's not doing ninja, he enjoys skateboarding. His favorite obstacle is the flying bars. Well, if you can make it to Rainbow Road, then it's a very similar obstacle. You can see the icons ticking down on the right side of the live stream and on the projector here. With each obstacle that he completes, the obstacle icon will turn green, so you can track his progress on the course. Makes it very easy to see kind of what the athletes have in front of them, what's left. I want to thank Ninja Works for setting up such an amazing feature on our live stream. We always like to see cool, unique things like that. All right, Zachary making his way over to Hall Brawl. Just couldn't quite get through those gorges. That rope is so taxing on the hands, and like I say, it's a cotton rope. It feels nice, but it's really thick, and if those forearms are pumped. Here we go. Big deep breaths as Zach heads into Hall Brawl. Tries to get the lache. Nice. Look at that finger strength on Zach. Reaches out for it. There you go. Oh, but gets a little hand on the side of it. Zach's got about 10 seconds left as he wrestles with this rope. Tries to get up to the surfboard there. I think he's content to just kind of hang out and be like, take a bow, Zach. Good job. Good run. All right, coming down here into the final few runners. There we go. William Doyle, the next to take the course. There we go. We got to give William his run music. And, oh, that was the one. He had it. That's this one, too. There you go. Good job. That's it. All the way across. Straight across to the PPUs, William. William, an all-American young man. He loves wrestling, Boy Scouts, and soccer when he's not doing ninja. He's passionate about animals. He's got 2 dogs, Scout and Champ. Those are good dog names. Nice job. His favorite obstacle is the cliffhanger, which is coming up here in a couple. You can see it on the Ninja Works icons there, right after the warp wall. Third season competing in the NNL for Williams. So he's got a bit of experience under his belt, and you can tell the way that he moves. He's covering a lot of ground, moves with efficiency. Pulls on that rope. The one thing I haven't really mentioned about the rope yet is that it gives more than you expect it to. Like when you grab it, even the vertical part, because it's cotton, it kind of pulls. It's not elastic, not like a bungee, but like it'll just kind of stretch and give. And so like when you're used to grabbing things that are solid, all that give, it just taxes your forearms so much. Unlike a synthetic rope that is pretty tightly taut, and when they weave them, man, William is on his horse racing over to Hall Brawl. He can't wait to get into it. Then he gets up on the top, takes a little precarious step. Nice, looks confident here. Good, takes the extra swing. Now that was a smart move. Oh, but fingers just couldn't quite grab it. There you go, bud. It was smart of him to take the second backswing on the first hall brawler to get his swing lined up, but then the fingers just couldn't quite hang on. Let's see what he can do here on these surfboards. Gets the grab there. See, now it looks like he's still got some finger strength left in there. See what happens on this last one. He's really fighting for it. Yep. You can see that grip tank just starts to wind down, and it's like, you know, you can give these last little bursts of energy like right here, and then just couldn't quite get the bar off. Good job, William. Go hit the buzzer. Yeah, good job. Excellent run, man. All right, now we got 2 ninjas left, one from UO and one from Vitality, and both are threats to podium. Right now you saw a quick peek at our leaderboard there, but these guys got to put together clean runs that are fast. First up, Evan Lavallee. A very speedy and accomplished and experienced ninja of his own right. Evan's a veteran of A&W Junior Season 2. His newest passion is e-foiling when he's not doing ninja. Ooh, a little slip there on the conveyor belt, but he's so poised, he just ran right through it. That's it. Really popping off on these PPUs. Nice job, Evan. Okay, now he's going to hustle to get through here. 35 seconds through the jumping spider. A little bit behind Rodriguez's time to the warp wall. Eats up that cliffhanger. That's the experience right there. Now the give on the rope. This is his first time grabbing that rope. Just powering right through it. That's Evan. Since he's been a little kid. Modern, well, we can't call him modern Tarzan. That's Nick. We'll just call him Kid Tarzan. Now he's ahead of Rodriguez's time, which means he's likely ahead of Woods' time as well to this obstacle. There he goes. Into the hall brawl, sets up that second swing. Working hard here. Pulls back, gets those fingers on it, pinky hanging out there. Here we go. And a little peek of the dismount here. Looks like he's going to go straight for it. Very nicely landed. Very soft, too. Superhero landing. All right, now he's 7 seconds ahead of Paul Woods to this point, but keep in mind, Paul did not finish the wing nuts. So Evan knows he needs to finish the wing nuts. There's still a minute on the clock. Plenty of time. He may be trying to not outrun the bear here, just outrun the person who's with him. This is the big grab right here. Gets it. Okay. Gets a nice from Paul, who knows that he's seeing his fate potentially changed by this move. Very soft hands from Evan right there. Electing to use just the one side throw. Excellent technique on these wing nuts. There he goes. Gets the grab. Still has to get to the turf. It's for completion of the obstacle. Sticks the landing with the nice little crane jump. All right, we could get our first finisher here. Under 20 seconds. Evan's got to find the will to... Did he just spin that bar in the air? It looked like it. Come on, Evan. You got to fight for it, buddy. That's it. Clock's winding down. It's fighting every inch, just wrestling with it. Come on. You got it. Oh, came up short on the landing. But that'll be good enough for first place. Nice job, Evan. Woo! Great run, dude. Great run. All right, there's one athlete left who can play spoiler today and knock who's sitting in second place. Nico Lapolla, or third place, down off that podium. If Jacob can put together a run, Nico completed the surf but not the turf. So if Jacob can get through those wing nuts. Very quickly through those first two. Jacob, known as the Gwat Ninja, comes from Guatemala. He was adopted and now finding a home here in the ninja community. He's been tearing up courses all season in the New England Ninja Association. Elects to try to go to that first PPU and get himself into a bit of a rhythm. Good hip action side to side. He's really put in a lot of work this season. He's currently completing a fundraiser for the orphanage in Guatemala he was in while waiting to come home with his mom and dad to his forever home. Well, look at that, giving back to his community. What an upstanding young man, and we hope that he does well in that endeavor and also on the one that he's currently doing. We've got superheroes flying through the gym right now as Jacob tries to play spoiler and get his podium spot secured, but still quite a few obstacles to go. A lot of hand pulls, a lot of grips between now and then. Still looking very poised and composed. All right, another one down. Gets a little chalk, and now he's on his horse, running across the gym, striding it out. Takes that extra breath. Here he goes. Minute 18 on the clock. Very nice. I'd say each grab here is super important, but the next one coming up is the difference maker on this obstacle. Gets it. Still plenty of grip left in those fingers. Look at the crimp strength on Jacob. Got to set up his dismount now. There he goes. Dials it in. Very nice. All right, here we go. This is the home stretch. 45 seconds to go. Has to get through the wing nuts. Onto the surfboards. Excellent. He's got this one. Okay, now this is the next big important move. He'll have enough time to get through the wing nuts if he can get through this. Gets the grab. All right, here we go. 20 seconds to make it through the wing nuts. Gets the throw, gets the grab. 2 more to go. Taking chances now. Oh, hangs it out with one hand. He's got to get to the turf. 8 seconds. He's got time. He's got time. And there it is. Makes it through the wing nuts. And a big Jesus. With authority. Jacob. Yeah. That's why we didn't put that one under the sprinklers. Good job, Jacob. Woo! Watch the. Oh, they're showing the replay of the surfboard. This grab right here. Woo! And then the bar going flying off the end was the big one. I probably can't even see it from that one. Anyway. All right, folks. We got podiums to do. We're going to give away some hardware, and we're going to do it right out front here in front of the. We have the results. Fantastic. Oh, there it goes. Boing! Straight up into the ceiling. Let's get some medals. Everyone, please join us outside for podium and medal presentation. As for the live stream, you guys will just have to imagine what it looked like. We'll catch you in the next round.